Hey everyone, Stacy Hurt here, and today I am speaking with fellow South Fayette resident and colon cancer survivor Tom Sinton, who is helping participate in our No Shave November campaign. So Tom, first question is, how's it growing?
Well, as you can see, it's coming in pretty well. I normally have a beard year round, but I shaved at the beginning of November for this effort, and it's coming in pretty good. Sides could be coming a little bit thicker maybe, but it looks good.
It looks awesome, and thank you so much for helping raise awareness with us today. So you are a fellow colon cancer survivor, and I was wondering if you could just share your story with everyone today.
Yeah, sure. So I was diagnosed in September of 2019 with stage 3 rectal cancer, and had immediately right away we did a round of chemo and radiation, and then several months after that we did a surgery to resect the rectum or remove the rectum, and put in a temporary ileostomy, and I had a port installed because I was going to have more chemotherapy done later on in 2020. And then that occurred as well in June of 2020. And right after that, I got the news that the tumor had shrunk because of the treatments, and I was downgraded from stage 3 to stage 1 cancer. And the prognosis was really good. Like I said, they haven't really said you're cancer-free, but that is the goal, and that is where we're heading with my case. The other thing I wanted to mention was that the symptoms that I was experiencing prior to all this happening was really just a change in bowel habits and things like that, and then eventually we saw some blood in the stools, and that's what kind of made me go into the doctor and find out what was going on. I always kind of thought it could be cancer, but it wasn't really the thing that I was thinking that was going to be. And it was a shock when I did find out that it was cancer. But I had some great doctors. I had a great support system with my family, and my dad had actually gone through cancer several, almost 25 years ago now. And so I kind of knew what it was about and what we were going to be doing and things like that. So it was a good experience overall. Obviously, hard experience, but where we ended up is a really good place. So,
well, this is the best news. This is awesome news. We're glad to hear you're doing so well and you're on the road to complete recovery.
Yeah.
You talked about the importance of your support system, and I wanted to ask why it's so important to have South Fayette as a community supporting you right now in your healing.
Yeah, so South Fayette's a great place to live, and there's tons of people that I know from my interactions with the township and people in the township. I used to be involved with the South Fayette Soccer Association, and I know a lot of people through that organization. And having seen people donate time and things like that to the South Fayette Soccer Association, South Fayette's a great place to live because there are people who care about other people and other organizations in the township, and it's important to have those connections because the people you live with, they're the people you see every day when you're taking your kids to school or going to the soccer field or baseball field or whatever it is, and it's important to have the people that you live with knowing what's going on and being able to support not only me but other people in my situation, and it's just a really important thing to do. It brings the community together.
Well, I couldn't agree more, and it's just so wonderful to have you supporting the police department's efforts against cancer and raising funds for awareness and prevention and research. My last question, I want to end on a fun note, and that is, if you could tell us, what is your favorite movie and why?
So I'm kind of a movie buff. My family, my wife and I, that's kind of how we met and kind of got together and things like that. So I've actually got two favorite movies, and they're like complete opposite spectrums of movie going. The first one is Life is Beautiful, back in 1997, or Roberto Benigni. It's about a Jewish family who gets sent to a concentration camp, and the father played by Roberto Benigni, he kind of makes it a game for his son to turn a bad situation into a good situation. So that was kind of, I really kind of like to think that I try and do that for not only my kids, but other people as well. And then because I'm a guy, the other one is Heat. It stars Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Al Pacino plays a police officer, and Robert De Niro plays a bank robber. And one of the best scenes I've ever seen on TV or in a movie is in that movie where they're sitting across each other from in a coffee shop, and they're just having a conversation about what it's like to be a police officer and a bank robber, and the interaction there is just amazing. So those are my two favorite movies.
Well, I know both of them. They are two good ones and so appropriate to wrap up our talk today. Thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story. And South Fayette, we need you. We need you to help the police reach their goal for No Shave November of $5,000, again, going towards cancer research, awareness, prevention. As Tom and I can tell you, we care about you. We appreciate your help, and we want to beat this disease into the ground. So Tom, thank you so much. And thanks, South Fayette, for supporting the fight against cancer.
Thank you, Stacy.